LSU on the road against them Rebels, Ole Miss there in Oxford. And Ole Miss, I did a film breakdown. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it of Trinidad Chambliss, because I know a lot of you are like, who the hell is Trinidad Chambliss? Who is this guy? What's his skill set? If you need that, if you have those questions, go watch the film breakdown, because I broke down their game against a quality opponent in Tulane from a week ago. I love this quarterback for Ole Miss, and I'm going to start there first. I think the kid has elite top end speed. I think he can make every throw you want. I mean, he's throwing touch passes, he's throwing go balls, he's throwing RPOs. I look at him like, what can't this kid do? He's a little bit on the smaller side. I think he's listed at 6'1". He looks like more like he's 5'10" to me when he's surrounded by all those big offensive linemen. Probably what a lot of people said when they looked at me on the field. But I'm like, how is this kid just not like a bigger time recruit coming out of high school? Because there is a lot to like. I think he's perfect for Lane's offense. I think he's going to be the guy going forward, I would guess, based on the way that he's played. And like I said, Tulane's a good defense that I covered a week ago against Duke and really bottled up Duke's offense for a good majority of that game. And Duke's got playmakers and a really good quarterback in Mensah. And I like their skill too for Ole Miss. Harrison Wallace, Deuce Alexander. I think Daquan Wright at tight end. They do a variety of things with him. They'll put him in the backfield. They'll act like he's a lead blocker. They'll get him skinny through the line of scrimmage. They're not as good as they were a year ago at the receiving position, but I think they're still talented enough. And then Trinidad can do so much with his legs and arm that I've been so impressed with what this offense has looked like with him at quarterback.
Yeah, all that's great until you play this LSU defense. That's all great until these boys stand tall and hit you in the mouth. I know it's a home game, which is great, but I know Lane's a little salty about it being at 2:30 as well, not a night game there. But I love this LSU defense, and I have been so pleasantly surprised since week one, just about how they have come out hitting, physicality, flying around, blitzing, in coverage. I mean, Delane Mansour, he's the best cornerback in the country. I mean, this guy is a freak, transferring over from Virginia Tech, taking full advantage of his opportunity, and Harold Perkins, all the linebackers. I mean, Weeks, we'll see if they get all the Weeks brothers back, but it's been fun to watch them fly around and make big time plays. And I just think, you got a quarterback who obviously is a senior. He's going to be a big piece with his legs, things of that nature. But when he starts getting hit by these boys, it's going to be interesting to see how the play calling changes. I think also we probably should have started with this. The breaking news of Weeks and Lane Kiffin's daughter.
I was going to ask you about that.
What are we doing? I mean, are we a pop culture show now? Like, how much is that a part of this game plan? Well, Lane Kiffin's telling us.
Do you shake Lane's hand before the game and just say, "Hey,"
right up to him, saying, "Hey, Dad, good to see you."
Hey, Dad.
How much is Lane trying to target that guy? By the way, how much is he trying to light?
Oh, I wonder if he has maybe a crackback block at him at some point, just to see if his
the guy has a note. He sticks it on Weeks' head, and then Weeks reads it, and he's just
Weeks has to shake his hand though pregame and just introduce himself.
Of course.
What is the daughter wearing one of those 50-50 jerseys with like Weeks and then
Ole
Miss on
they
one side?
just announced. No. She better be in our sideline, our jersey. No way. No split. You can do that when you get married or engaged. Not the first time we announced it 2 days ago.
How long have they been dating though? Do you think it's been ongoing?
They just got official. It feels weird talking about
official.
It just became a hard launch.
Do you think he's doing this on purpose for mind games heading into the game?
I think it was her choice, which is weird.
Interesting.
Super weird. Fascinating.
Very interesting. All right. Well, there you go. Not breaking news, but interesting news. Whit Weeks, starting linebacker, one of the best in the SEC, dating Lane Kiffin's daughter and decides to go public the week of their big time matchup. No, he's a beast, man. He is a beast. Funny dude. I've watched a couple of those SEC, the Netflix documentary. I actually need to finish it. I thought they did a good job. But just what a great personality and obviously a great playmaker there. So, yes, I agree with you. Back to the matchup here. This offense has not faced a defense like LSU.
Yeah.
My big concern, obviously that is a concern, but flipping around to the other side, LSU's lack of running ability, and we talked about this with Alabama and Georgia, and Ole Miss's defense is not as good. They lost a lot from a year ago, but still has been pretty salty to start this season. Mm-hmm. When you're going against an offense that has struggled against lesser opponents than even what Ole Miss is, like, I'm not like, I'm not like feeling like LSU is just rolling into this thing and going to put up 40, 50 points against Ole
Mhm.
Miss.
Mhm.
Am I
No,
wrong on that
I'm
one?
with
You think last week was what they needed for LSU to kind of get things to right the ship offensively?
Well, I certainly think it helps because it's just like a
Yeah.
confidence thing because you just kind of can't get out of your own way, right? And just as a quarterback to see yourself throwing 3 touchdowns, throwing for almost 300 yards, running the ball okay, that's just who they are, though. They're going to lean on us and they're going to lean on him, slinging the ball all around. And so, how much does that defense help you? How much extra possessions do they give you? 5 turnovers? Probably not. But you got to also take advantage of that. Like we just saw Miami stone those dudes from Florida, and you couldn't do really anything with 5 extra opportunities. So where are you now? How can you get it going? Nuss, continue to be that guy we thought you were week one, where you were making all kinds of crazy dot throws, really, really impressive, and get this offense back going because it's kind of strange to see them sputtering out, before last week for those couple of games there. So is this a get back on track game? I don't think so, but I do think we see them look more competent than we did in week 2 and week 3 against lesser, opponents there.
Yeah, I know a lot of people be like, oh, look what Taylor Green did to him. Threw for 305 yards, ran for 115. But like you're defending Taylor Green so much differently than you are Garrett Nussmeier in this offense. Like you're going against Taylor Green. There's a lot of like we got to put extra bodies in the box. We got to then more one-on-ones. Like this is a game where Ole Miss and Pete Golding kind of sit back and just say, hey, defensive line, see if you guys can eat, play coverage in the back end, and just see if LSU is going to try to commit. And I thought they did even like week 1. I thought they did a decent job trying to commit to the run a little bit, but
Right.
How healthy is Caden Durham heading into this game? A little banged up with his ankle. Really don't have a lot of depth behind him.
Correct.
So, I mean, let's make our picks here. I'm going to do it. I'm going Ole Miss. I am in love with Trinidad Chambliss. Yeah. I am. And I have a feeling that maybe it's going to bite me in the butt going against this LSU defense. I am of the two offenses, to be honest, I'm more concerned about LSU's offense right now, which I did not think I would be saying that.
Right. Me either. I totally think that's fair. I just think the defense is too much to handle. I think they get back to him. I think they hit him. I think they create chaos and maybe score. Who knows? Just do it yourself like you did against Florida. Give me the Tigers to make it happen here. What's the line? The line's like 1.5. Ole Miss favored.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss is slightly